Jam-packed and electric atmosphere in Reidsville. We're going to start with the Eagles inside of the 10-yard line. Blaze Gilmore's going to get the carry, and he's going to break a couple of tackles and dive for the score, but just short down at the 1-yard line. Now 4th and goal. Eastern's going to go for it in a handoff to Gilmore one more time, and after waiting for the signal, the Eagles punch in the touchdown. They go up 7-0. In the second quarter now, Meigs trying to respond, and they do just that. Gunnar Cleveland finds Griffin Hudson for a 25-yard touchdown tie ball game. Now 3rd down, and Braxton Yonker with the play action. He's going to take a shot and find Trace Barnett, and he's going to make the catch with the defender draped all over him, but that's all that would come of that drive. Under 2 minutes left in the half, and Cleveland drops it back, and he's going to get hit and fumbles, and that's going to get recovered by Grady Murphy as the Eagles take over. Jumping into the 3rd quarter, opening drive, and Meigs comes out firing as Cleveland finds Owen Tracy down the sideline for 7, and Meigs picks up the win 21-13.